Lindy Lee is back with us this morning, former DNC National Finance Committee member and now member of the Trump-Vance Inaugural Committee. Wow, Lindy, what a pivot. I can't say as though it surprised me given the emotion involved, and I know it was a difficult decision for you. At what point did you decide to take on this new role and change the color you're wearing?
Marnie, it's so good to be with you again. Watching that previous footage was just heartrending for me because I never planned on doing this at all. I had tried very hard to clean house internally, but no one listened, and we still don't have any accounting. So we still don't know what happened to that money. We do know that $500 million went to just 4 well-connected Democratic firms who got rich. A lot of people became overnight multimillionaires. And I fear that these people are just going to move on to the next campaign and fail up, essentially. And so this has been lightning speed for me. This is not what I anticipated at all. And they kind of forced my hand. When you are called the C word, the W word, and the B word, and a Chinese spy every single day on an hourly basis, it grinds down your soul. There's only so much you can take. And actually, the Chinese Communist Party killed my great-grandfather. So for people to make the allegation is just so deeply distressing. And there's just only so much you can take. And once I don't want to name him, but there is a member of the DNC leadership goading influencers and members of the so-called K-Hive to come after me simply for asking questions. That's my only crime. For asking questions.
Do you feel betrayed by your party, Lindy?
I do. This is a party that I've been in for more than a decade, essentially all my life. I started interning for my local congressman, Joe Sestak, when I was 13 years old. So more than half of my life, I've been a Democrat. And I wanted to revitalize the party from within. But if you, in a cult, you can't ask questions. You have to toe the party line at all times. And my words and my questions were a threat to their power. So they had to destroy me. It's easier to destroy the critic than to accept reality.
So were you recruited by the Republican Party, by Donald Trump's team to be part of this inaugural committee? I mean, how did this come about, and what's been your experience so far on the other side?
There's a member of the Trump family who actually reached out and had the the RNC chair reach out to me, and also they have co-chairs. So the incoming RNC co-chair, I want to give out a shout out to Casey Crosby. She's been so amazing and just gracious and welcoming. She checks in regularly to make sure that I have everything I need. And now I'm part of the inaugural committee, and I reached out to my donors, a lot of whom are from the business world. They could care less about ideology. They just want a stable and prosperous country. They are so enthusiastically donating to the inauguration. One donor actually offered to give $100,000, but was placed on the wait list because we've reached the fire code capacity. Wow. So the enthusiasm has been through the roof. And you've heard about this. I mean, you know that Zuckerberg and Bezos and Tim Cook and other tech titans are all going to be there. People are definitely very excited about this. Wow.
Well, what a switch. Lindy, we'll be in touch. I want to talk about the money being raised, how it's going to be spent, what happens with those coffers and your experience as it compares to where you had come from. As always, appreciate the generosity of your time.
Thank you so much, Marnie. You're the best.
Thanks, Lindy. All right.